Central Command is a little anxious about drawmen. Up until now, we have been able to defend our position against attacks by small units, but the enemy is strengthening its forces. Destroy all structures. We will deal with the troops later. It is most important that the ED not be in a position to manufacture supplies.
Welcome back to Earth 2140 and welcome to the next Scandinavia mission for the United Civilized States. And this time we have to destroy all enemy buildings, not all units and buildings, just the buildings. We do start with a sizable base here. We don't start with any mines nearby, or mining spots rather, and I don't think there's any on this map, or at least not any we can access. Let's actually get some reinforcements in. And that could actually be good, because it might just speed things up a little bit. Anyway, you get in here please, and the rest of you can crawl in here. But let's see about that. You just vaguely hang around here and defend this position. You can build me some of these guys here. And we do have a decent amount of money. We start with 55,000. What do we have here? Infantry. That's great, just what I needed. Let's have you maybe occupy more buildings if I really need to, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Not really, no. I don't need much here. So we do have a couple of you here. Let's maybe have you take this position here. I think we're going to wait until we have some tech that's a little bit better than what we have right now. And then we're just going to spend all of our money on forces, and then we're going to destroy everything. I mean, what else would we do, really? Let's see, we did research the plasma cannon, but not the light plasma cannon, which we researched afterwards. We do have... yeah, we do have tiger assaults. We also get spiders and spider 2s here. That's actually quite nice, because the spider 2's range is pretty good. I'm not quite sure that's really a better tiger assault, because maybe the money isn't quite worth the firepower, but then again the range is a lot better, and that can make it a lot safer to use in combination with shadows, which I don't think we get here, but let's see about that. This is another urban map. I generally like the models they use here. They're quite detailed, but the problem is that this all feels super random. These maps here feel like they're designed by a random map generator, especially because there's no real features that stick out. There's no set pieces. There's no like big lakes or anything. This just looks, yeah, random, as I said. It's done by a random map generator. These are all silver mechs. At least they're fairly good infantry, I suppose. Have we occupied all the buildings? Because we don't want to lose any. Yeah, we can only fit 3 guys in there. Is this one here occupied? Not fully. What's happening here? Some guys are attacking us. That's okay. Let's try to keep these here intact. You please stay where you are, or at least come back where you are. Let's try to keep you intact. Okay, maybe I should send you over there as well, because this seems to be quite a vicious assault on us. Let's see whether we can save you. I'm not sure we can. No, we cannot. Evidently not. It's a bit of a shame, but okay. Chicken Walker actually killed someone. Nice, nice. There we go. Let's get you back in line. That wasn't actually super bad. If their attacks are like this, then we'll be okay. But nevertheless, we want to make sure that we... let's just see what's our research doing. Research flying. So we can build spiders. I think I'm going to build a bunch of you. Even if we want tiger 2s, I guess a couple of assaults don't really hurt, and we might need those for base defense. But let's see about that. Once we actually do indeed go to the enemy's base. Have you been damaged? Yeah, you have. Yeah, you have been damaged. Very mildly. So they sent their transports after us again, but that's largely okay. So what's the deal here? Flying. Let's see whether we get anything after. We should get heavy rockets, because those give us access to the Spider 2, which would really be the Tiger Assault 2, or the Tiger Extra Assault or whatever, but isn't. Let's maybe have these trees remain here, because they can be quite a nice obstacle. And you can just gather here. Of course, if you get attacked by any rockets or so, then you're dead anyway. Maybe have you hang out here. So, flying is almost been researched here. What? Oh, it's one of you here. Maybe you can help out here, because towers will have to be repaired all the time. It'd be nice we don't have to do that really all the time. You can come over here as well, and looks like that guy's dead. Okay. Heavy rockets, yeah, but that's an easy upgrade, or at least it doesn't take long to research, so that's nice. You are... Oh, you're actually a Hellmaker, okay. Oh, I thought, for one second I thought I'd accidentally built Hellmakers here. Those are definitely not worth it, because they cost almost as much as an assault, but they are considerably worse. They just can't hit anything. There we go. Spider 2s, let's build a bunch of you. And you please come back. We could also put some regular spiders in there, but let's see about that. I wonder whether I could just let the AI do this, just the assault AI. It could actually work, but let's see about that. Could build a second factory, but I'm not quite sure whether I should be that impatient. Heavy tech, then again, if heavy tech isn't that expensive, it costs less than a spider. I'm actually tempted to do that. Let's actually do that, because I guess the more troops we field right now, the less enemy troops we'll have to deal with, because we will take out the enemy earlier. So, oh, you're on a napalm cycle. Okay, forgot that those were a thing. Can't even burn down that tree. That's sad. Are you the rocket raptor? We'll never find out. Can't deploy you here. Oh, hello. Oh, you're so dead. Get out of the way here, please. I think we're going to spend this money fast enough anyway. Maybe build a bunch more of you. And let's have you... Actually, you can just hang around here. I don't need to move you. You can come in here, just in case. And then let's have you produce more of these guys here too. And let's see how fast we run out of money. This is kind of like every other mission, except you skip the part where you agonizingly slowly gather resources. So that's it's kind of it feels like mildly self-aware, but okay. Anyway, you, I don't know, hang out here so they don't take over this. Then let's see how long the funds. I'm tempted to just have the AI do this, just to prove a point here. But let's see how we fare here while we're just defending. You can take a step back. But to be honest, even with just these guys here, we seem to be doing pretty okay, and I'm not even using my spider 2s for defense, which I could do, but I'm not doing because I don't really have to. Yeah, it seems that... Oh, damn, there's a heavy guy. Okay, maybe get a couple of you over there then. Just in case, because if we send a couple more of these, then they might actually punch a hole into our defenses here. Also, the game is slowing down. Let's fix you. Well, I guess you just went out of your way to get very close to that tower, so that was actually a pretty bad idea, all things considered. You come down here. I mean, you can stay here. I guess one of these guys here won't hurt as an auxiliary base defense. You can hang out here also. So still have some money left. In fact, I've not really spent all that much. More than half, but it's still not that bad. But I do have a pretty decent army here. I don't have shadows, but that's okay. You should nevertheless take a step back here because... So you can... Oh yeah, you're almost dead anyway, but... maybe not almost dead, but a little bit deader than I want you to be. And yeah, we've researched everything here. Yep. Sure, building more of these guys, and that game is slowing down. You can tell how many units you've built just by the amount of frames that just drop. Don't know what you're doing up there, but you're going to die now. Goodbye. So there's at least 2 bases here, at least 2 factions, let's put it that way. I think we're going to burn through the last of our money with these guys here, but that's okay. We want some defenders at our base, even if... Then again, we could just take everyone, because we don't really need the base afterwards. We can't build anything, we don't have an economy anymore, so maybe just take a step back here. So not quite sure why these build at a different... Oh, is there not enough space for these guys here to emerge? Maybe. Let's have you move a little bit back then. Even though they seem to be pretty good at just walking away. So maybe it's not that. Anyway. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this slowdown is coming for us. Okay, I think I can produce... actually, I can produce 3 more of you, then I've spent pretty much all the money. Let's just do that. And I think then we're going to hand this over to the AI just because. So I can make me a sandwich while this is all playing out. Alright. There's the last one. You please emerge. And smooth jazz tunes are playing in the background. Okay, so here we go. We've got some money left, we can use it for repairs, I guess. So let's hand you over to the general and you'll be offensive. So let's see what you're doing. Whether you're actually doing anything coherently, or did I? I guess I'll include you in that group. Well, I think you're dead now because you're faster and lighter than the other units. That seems to be a bad combination. The good thing is that the AI often magically knows where troops are. That occasionally includes even stealth troops, which is remarkable. Let's see whether you can pull this off. You only have to destroy all enemy buildings, but considering how this game is generally laid out, we probably have to murder most of the units anyway, because units will either come to us, or they will just have a cluster of units guarding their base, so our options of not doing that are somewhat limited. Did I not include you? No, I didn't. Okay. What even was that? Oh, that was probably that other guy there. I guess you can stay here on base defense duty. Please don't tell me you've fallen asleep already. No, you haven't. You're still moving. Because you're totally spread out here. So this probably was a bad idea, but let's see. Let's just see how this plays out. These guys are fairly powerful. They have pretty good range. That is nice. And just as a cluster like this, they might actually have more firepower than the enemy has right now, even though they can probably field more over the course of the mission. Still not sure what these pillboxes are good for. They seem to take a lot of space. I guess they're somewhat sturdy compared to the towers, but they don't really seem to damage anything but infantry, and towers do that just fine. And they've got an air facility, which I think I could have built as well, but what for really? So blue space doesn't seem to be much of a problem. If this is what they have, like if these laser hovercraft here are the biggest thing, the mechanized bullfrogs here are the biggest thing they have, then they're pretty much done. Also, what were you even aiming at there? Never mind. Doesn't really. So does the aggressive eye actually destroy buildings, or is it just base defense and units? I was wondering about that, because in some missions you need to take over the enemy HQ and whatnot, so it would be a bad idea to just let the AI handle everything, because firstly you want to play the game, you say, oh no, they do blow it up, so there's that. This guy's just hanging out here. Let's see. But in this mission here we don't need to take anything over, at least I think we don't. No, destroy all structures, so that's it then. Nice, nice. Some more stuff here. Here's their tech house. Tech house, my favorite genre of music. So blue space was not a problem. So if green space is also like this, then we've got this in the bag, or the AI has. But let's see about that. So what's happening here? Stuff. You maybe take a step forward here. You know what, since blue is mostly gone, we can probably move these guys here to this front. Let's repair you. Got some credits left for that. And it seems blue has been wiped out. Nice, nice. So let's see what we are doing next, or what the AI decides we're supposed to do next. What's happening here? There's just some guys hanging around here. Nobody cares. Take that green. It's probably good that they're attacking me here, because that means they're not attacking my base. But then again, as said before, I don't really need my base, but I just feel kind of obliged to defend it, even though there's no real point in doing so. You know what? I think it's time to send these guys after... Let's just send everyone. Because why not? We don't need our base, and this is not one of those games where you lose when you run out of buildings. So even if you have an army, no, as long as anything's standing, so here's green stuff, anything standing, you're good. So let's just gather everyone here, including my silver maxes, my terminators. Even they're not really terminators, because the Eurasian Dynasty are the ones with the androids and well, I guess the terminator is an android, it's a robot. Okay, so time for you to join me in the north here. So let's see how this goes. Still nothing super strong. This seems to be the best thing they have, their heavy laser tank. So if this is what they have, then they're pretty much done. There's only so much space on the map anyway. So you guys are going to move out. Nice, nice. Yeah, and I've already reached their buildings and whatnot, so I don't think they can stop me, or rather the AI, so... Oh hey, they extend air units, doesn't really matter, you're free to take over my stuff. At worst I'll have to destroy some of my own buildings that they take over, but I doubt even that's going to be the case. Also, you dodged a lot of missiles here, but we can fix that, so... Have some plasma, thank you. Okay, everybody walked after this guy here. That's fine. So yeah, this base here is definitely better secured, or they just have... Well, my army was just weakened, but it doesn't really matter. And their power plant is down now, that means even their defensive towers will fire significantly slower, so this is not that big of a deal. Huge base here, there's just a huge chunk of empty space here, but that's okay. Yep. So all I really did here was spam units and then have the AI just play the mission for me. Ah, glorious. This is also a mission that will not take 2.5 hours, so this is going to be less than half an hour. Isn't that great? Also because it runs a lot faster. Yeah, look how fast these guys here are. But why do they send all of this stuff here now? Man, that's really annoying. That keeps these guys here. But you know what? Maybe that's not that bad. Yeah, I think these guys are done. Unless they have some really big surprise base here, I can't really see how they're going to stop us here. Have we killed 2 of their power plants? I think we have 2 craters. So where are you guys going? Just hang out here. So these guys are going to join us now. So we have to have something. Yeah, I guess there's some stuff here. So, but yeah, there's buildings here and whatnot. Yeah, this game just plays itself, quite literally. I guess I did make a tactical decision of just spamming the single best unit I have, but I wouldn't count that. Oh, they've got a shelter here. That's not very common. They usually don't have that, because I guess, yeah, I can't really utilize the shelter. What would they utilize it for? Like saving infantry? Also, this looks weird, kind of. It feels like kind of distorted. Oh hey, look at that. There's a small defense tower. Oh, and there's some more, but I think this was it. Unless they have some... There we go. See you next time.